I changed my name because my parents named me Crystal. My parents actually looked at a newborn baby and thought, let's spell Crystal like we're trying to unlock a cheat code. For 18 years, I dealt with this disaster of a name that looked like someone sneezed while typing. Every first day of school was the same nightmare. Teachers would get to my name on the roll call and just stop. Dead silence. Then they'd attempt some butchered pronunciation like Kerstyle or Quest Illy. I'd have to raise my hand and say, it's just Crystal, but spelled like my parents hate me. The worst part wasn't even the pronunciation. It was the assumptions. People would see my name written down and immediately think I was some exotic foreign exchange student or that my family was super religious. I got asked if I was Muslim at least once a week. Random people would come up to me asking what country I was from or what language my name came from. I'd have to explain that no, my parents just thought they were being creative when they were really just being cruel. My mom was the worst about it. She'd email every single teacher at the beginning of each school year with a whole paragraph about how to pronounce my name correctly and the cultural significance behind the spelling. There was no cultural significance. She just saw the name Crystal in a baby book and decided to make it look fancy. When I was 15, I started telling people to just save my name as Crystal in their phones. It made everything easier, but my mom found out when she saw a text from my friend Jess that just said Crystal, and she completely lost it. She grounded me for 2 weeks and made me write apology letters to all my friends explaining the proper way to spell my name. That's when I knew I was changing it the second I turned 18. The day after my birthday, I marched down to the courthouse with all my paperwork. The clerk was super nice about it. She even said she'd seen worse creative spellings, which honestly made me feel a little better. The whole process took about 3 weeks, and when I got that official document saying my name was legally Crystal, I felt like I could finally breathe. I didn't tell my parents right away. I figured I'd ease them into it. Wrong move. My mom found out when she tried to add me to her car insurance, and they couldn't find me under Still anymore. She called me screaming so loud I had to hold the phone away from my ear. She was crying and yelling about how I betrayed the family and destroyed something beautiful she created for me. You stabbed me in the back, she kept saying. I gave you something unique and special and you threw it away like garbage. I tried to explain that having a name nobody could pronounce or spell wasn't special. It was just annoying. But she wasn't hearing it. She said if I didn't change it back, she'd cut me off completely. No more help with college, no more family dinners, nothing. That's when I snapped. I told her exactly what I thought about her creative spelling and how it screwed up my entire childhood. I said she was selfish for caring more about her own ego than how her choices affected me every single day. You never once asked me how I felt about having to explain my name to every person I met, I said. You just cared about being different. My dad tried to play peacemaker, but he's always been too scared to stand up to my mom about anything. He just kept saying, maybe we can all calm down and figure this out, while my mom threatened to disown me. The final straw was when she showed up at my apartment with my birth certificate and demanded I go back to the courthouse to change it back. She said she'd pay for everything, and even offered me money to do it. When I refused, she started crying again, and said I was an ungrateful brat who never appreciated anything she did for me. I looked at her and said, go screw yourself for giving me 18 years of problems and then acting like I'm the bad guy for fixing them. She hasn't talked to me since.